News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
Good day. This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. A high-powered delegation from Afghanistan's ruling Taliban held crucial talks with Pakistan officials in a bid to ease tensions stemming from a surge in deadly cross-border attacks blamed on terrorists based on Afghan soil. Officials said Mullah Shirin Akhund, an influential Taliban leader, led his team of defense ministry and intelligence representatives at the meeting convened in Islamabad under what is known as the Joint Coordination Council. The council was established to address border management and related security issues facing the two countries. Pakistani officials say that fugitive militants linked to anti-state Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan or TTP and allied groups have intensified cross-border attacks with greater operational freedom since the Islamist Taliban regained control of Afghanistan more than 2 years ago. Last year, TTP-led bombings and gun attacks killed nearly 1,000 Pakistanis, half of them security forces nationwide, marking the highest number of fatalities in 6 years. Officials in Islamabad maintain TTP leaders moved their operational bases to Afghan border provinces after the Taliban returned to power.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
In other news overseas, Chad's military leader has appointed a former opposition leader and pro-democracy figure, Success Masra, as prime minister in a newly appointed transitional government. Opposition and civil society groups are skeptical that Masra, who recently returned from exile, can convince military ruler Mahamat Idris Deby to give up power. But Masra says his appointment does not stop him from making sure Chad carries out elections later this year and returns to civilian rule. Mahamat Amat Al-Habo, Secretary General of Chad's presidency and a close aide of military ruler General Mahamat Idris Deby, reads the names of members of a new government. Al-Habo says the new government, who he says will prepare Chad for return to civilian rule, was named after consultation with former opposition leader Success Masra, whom Deby appointed as Chad's transitional prime minister on Monday. Masra replaced Saleh Keb Zabo, a Deby appointment, who served as prime minister for 14 months.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
And for our Philippine Embassy and Consulate news, in time for the celebration of Rizal Day, the Philippine Embassy in Portugal announced the inclusion of the first Portuguese pocketbook edition of Noli Me Tangere, published by Penguin Random House Grupo Editorial in Portugal's esteemed Plano Nacional de Leitura 2027 or National Reading Plan 2027. The Plano Nacional de Leitura or PNL is a collaborative initiative involving key Portuguese ministries for education, culture, science, technology, and higher education, among others. The event is dedicated to enhancing the reading habits and skills of the Portuguese population and aims to develop critical and independent citizens through the implementation and development of public reading policies. The decision to include Dr. Jose Rizal's Noli Me Tangere in the PNL highlights the novel's universal appeal and enduring relevance, reflecting the Philippine Embassy's dedication to promoting an understanding of Philippine culture and literature. For the first time, the PNL innovatively introduced the book list through an online catalog developed in collaboration with the Rede de Bibliotecas de Lisboa or BLX, also known as Lisbon Library Network. This initiative significantly enhances accessibility to the PNL's literary recommendations for readers, educators, and literature enthusiasts across Portugal, including the accessible Portuguese edition of No Limitang Here. The realization of the first Portuguese pocketbook edition of Dr. Rizal's masterpiece is a collaborative project initiated by the Philippine Embassy in Portugal in close partnership with the Faculty of Social and Human Sciences and the Center for the Humanities or CHAM of the Universidade Nova de Lisboa. This achievement not only honors a literary classic but also strengthens the cultural ties and shared values between the Philippines and Portugal. This development reaffirms the Philippines and Portugal's commitment to building stronger people-to-people connections and promoting mutual appreciation through significant cultural endeavors such as this.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.